Reallyfe Street Stars. We in here with Baby. See what it is, boy.
What's happening?
Now, for everybody ain't knowing Deaf, Dumb, Stupid, living up under a rock, man, tell these niggas where you from.
Yeah, I'm from Roxborough, North Carolina, small town, North Carolina.
Small town, okay. So before we get all the way into it, brother, let's just, give us a little origin story, man. Give us a little bit of your growing up and, what brought you into the music.
And, growing up was real tough, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really have a father, so it was just like my mama and 4 boys just struggling, like shit. She fought cancer in 2011, Yeah, so it was like shit. She was in the hospital most of the time. It was like my little brothers, like their pops and shit. He used to look over us and shit, but it's like on some shit like she was in the hospital and it was like he really won't let motherfuckers go outside. I had to sneak out the window, goddamn shit like that. You feel me? Like they'll ride down the block, find me, put me in the car, put me back in the crib. I'll be still looking out the window and shit, trying to sneak back out. But it was a rough lifestyle, like motherfuckers used to rock roses clothes, just motherfuckers used to be treated real wrong, you know what I'm saying? But then I had kids, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 kids, bro. I'm 20 years old, you feel me? Like, that shit really made me like look at life different,
Now,
So,
for real, I'm curious, you had how many siblings, how many brothers?
I got 4, I got, including me, it's 4 of us, 4 boys.
You the oldest or kind of in the middle there or something?
No, I'm the second oldest.
Oh, man. You said it wasn't your pops, it was one of your brother's pops that was helping raise you?
Both of my little brother's pops, yeah. He was really the guardian after my mama had, got diagnosed with cancer, yeah.
He must have been military or something.
Fuck no.
He must be military. He said he couldn't go down the street. He said we're gonna go grab him. For those that may not be familiar with the North Carolina area, what's the city is
Roxborough.
Roxborough. Where's that near?
Like Durham, Raleigh area, like.
Okay.
Like Durham, like it's like 20 minutes from Durham, an hour from Raleigh, like 3 hours from Charlotte. They probably familiar with Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say 3 hours, like 2.5 hours from Charlotte, yeah.
So it's like a like small town situation, like
real
like,
small
like
town.
One Walmart.
One Walmart.
Everybody trying to work at that goddamn Walmart.
No malls, none of that. Like you don't got no shopping areas. Like literally, like it's like one. You drive in Roxborough, you can drive right back out of it. It's just like that. Like I ain't even gonna cap. I don't even think it's more than 6,000 people in my city. Like to be real,
Bro.
Like it's people that I done seen like on Facebook. On Facebook, that's where all your city at. Yeah. It's people I done seen on Facebook that I ain't never seen in Roxborough, but they say they from Roxborough. So, it's not small, but it's small as fuck. Like it ain't that small.
How many high schools y'all have?
1.
Damn, hell,
we got one.
Nah.
Listen, we got one. We got 1 high school and 1 private school where it accept like high school and middle schools. You know what I'm saying? Like middle schools and high schools go to the same school. It's called RCS, Roxborough Community School and stuff like that. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, we don't.
So that shit like ride down the block once and see the same nigga twice.
Type shit. Like niggas in my city really don't even be having really shit too much going on. Like it was this dude told me like a long time ago. He was on some shit like he was like, bro, I've been getting money all these years, this and that. He was like, bro, I done been over here 10 years ago and I come right back to the same spots, the same folks that was sitting here 10 years ago and making no business about themselves, just in the same spot, getting fresh in the hood, not to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers just be a downfall to themselves for real, you feel me?
I would believe that makes it hard for, just it's slim pickings for the females, man. God damn it, man. You just
say that again.
It's slim pickings for the females. I mean, if everybody know everybody, it's like shit.
Yeah, like niggas in my city, they don't really be. I mean, a motherfucker will fuck a female from my city if they desperate or something like. Now I ain't gonna listen. I ain't gonna listen. Like that's being real though. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, don't get me wrong. Like it's some 5 females in my city, but. It's like them bitches burnt out, so burnt out, you know what I'm saying? Like them bitches, yeah, they find out anything about you, they'll use it against you. Like them bitches love Facebook, like they love putting all they information on Facebook, letting other motherfuckers into their business and shit. Like I ain't with that shit, but I don't stay in my city no more, you know what I'm saying?
How did you get to the music? At what age did you finally
See, since a young nigga, I always could sing real good. So it was on some stuff like, I was in a choir at first, you know? Like I was in a choir, I was in 2 different choirs in 2 different churches, you know what I'm saying? So I was lead singer for children's choir at one church. I was lead singer for men's choir at one church.
So I'm gonna ask you, hold on, why you said that? How many churches in your city?
I mean,
I
don't know.
I know you about to say like 20, and it's, you know what's so crazy? You say y'all got one Walmart, no malls, but a nigga will find a way to put 20 churches in a city of 6,000 people.
Everybody got to praise somebody, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, we got Jehovah's Witnesses churches, and we got holy churches, then we got Christian churches, you know what I'm saying? Like we got Baptist churches, holy churches, Jehovah's Witness, like Jehovah's Witness folks, they'll ride around on a bike in my city with like white suits on, come to your door and stuff like that. But back to what you asked me about, how did it come about? Like I was a singer, you know what I'm saying? So I was really in church like every Sunday. Like, so my grandma was on some stuff like, if you miss one more Bible study, you need to come to Bible study because God can take your voice away from you and give it to somebody else. So I really was on some being badass, you know what I'm saying? Like going to church like she told me to. And it was like, he did that. He did exactly what she said, but he ain't take it too much because I can still sing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like that really happened. And then that's when the other gift came in. You know, like although my father wasn't there, like I still appreciate what gift he gave me, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just that, you know what I'm saying? I don't hate him. Like I done told him like, shit man, I definitely agree with what you did, you know what I'm saying? Cause at the time the streets had you, not your kids, you feel me? So it's like I can understand because I'm not the only person going through that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's millions of people going through that, you feel me? So it's like, shit, I really don't care. I just thank him for the blessing he gave me.
Nah, seriously, man, you know, it's crazy because this music industry kind of caters to that background now, you know what I'm saying? To be able to have that church background where you sing in church and then also could, you know, shit, if you could just ride a beat and just be melodic, you know, you already ahead of most niggas in the game.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what was your favorite song, or what was that song that you always went to back when you was coming up in the church as far as that one you know you could kill?
Like a church song?
Yeah.
My whole life has changed by Lee Williams. Either that or, like, I still listen to gospel music to this day. I wake up and listen to gospel music and turn my whole day up, you know what I'm saying? But like Lee Williams, Cool Water. Yeah. You know, like what else? Like Kirk Franklin, Stomp, Revolution. You know, any gospel song for real, you know.
See, I will put you on the spot, but you had said that, you know, you don't do it as much as far as that part, so I ain't gonna put you on the spot like that.
All right, let's do it.
Well, shit. Give me just a quick note off of one of those church hymns that you can hit.
Man.
You can.
I was like, since I found Jesus, my whole life has changed. Yeah. You know, so
that's where it starts.
I still got it a little bit. You feel me?
Goddamn. Because look, he made me went, never would have made it.
Yeah, but you know, I love Jesus because he done did something for me that I ain't never think would really happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like living in a city like I live in, you'll never expect none of your talent to go as far as it do, you know what I'm saying, to happen. So it's like, shit, you really, it's more hate, less support, you know? But when the motherfuckers seeing you do big, of course they gonna support you because they feel like it's beneficial, you know what I'm saying?
Now, this is a question I like to ask people who are very spiritually rooted. Has your spirituality ever came into combat with you as far as your music? Because I know sometimes you get in a zone where you're like, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this really building what I'm supposed to be as a person? Does that ever clash with what you're doing presently?
Never. You know, like, never. Everybody got bad days, you know what I'm saying? But when I have bad days, I write music. That's did me wrong. Just hit 120,000 in 1 month.
Amen.
You know, but at the same time, like that shit making me want to write even more when I go through shit that it, like, but I just write hard ass songs when I'm down. You know what I'm saying?
So this Luscious on the mic. So joining in, how in the writing stages, so I know you said that you have a background of your grandmother pretty much brought you through. How do you keep the soul in that? And a lot of artists need to hear this as far as how you keep that balance when you get in your zone and you get ready to write or you get ready to, go into the studio. How do you keep that balance in your grandmother's, honor?
I just go in there and rock out. I go and do what like I said, I've always been talented, so I got a creative mind, So it's like when I go in there, I just shut all the lights off and just think to myself about a lot of stuff, and that's how I just really cope with making music, So I really admire making music because it gets me through a whole lot. Like if I'm down, I can just go listen to music in my AirPods and just be chilling. But like my mama, she beat cancer, so it was just like my great grandmother. I was only dealing with her when it was beneficial to the church, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, people really don't. Like my mama was the black sheep in the family, if that makes sense. Yeah. So it's on some like they only mess with you when it's beneficial to them. But when it's outside of church, it's like motherfuckers be looking at you all kinds of ways and this and that. But when they want you to do something, they want you to do it on their time. But at the same time, the quote I said earlier, like it really happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I honor. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers don't give a fuck about me or my family or like my little family, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I just treat them the same way, There
you go. Man, you just posted, Mama, I did it. Got sitting down with Rain,
yeah.
Rainwater. Signing to Rain and getting under his tutelage. How does that situation come about? You know what I'm saying? Walk us through that.
I was in the bed one night. I was just chilling. So, like, I didn't know Instagram hide messages, Like, you can scroll down to the bottom of your request list, and that shit'll say, like, 20 plus hidden requests. So I just tapped on that shit. First thing popped up was his shit. I'm like, who the fuck is this with 66,000 followers in my shit? But it's like, the little ball shit, they be trying to promote they shit, telling you to buy such and such. I thought it was one of them, but it wasn't no message like that. All it said was hit me up in like bold ass letters. So I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I went into the little view profile shit and it was like MO3 manager, this and that. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, what the fuck, you feel me? So I called him, you feel me? But he ain't pick up. And I called somebody else. Was talking to him about it. And I hit him up. He hit me right back, like literally, you know what I'm saying? So he was on some shit like, basically, like he was fucking with me very hard. You could see like through the messages, like shit was very genuine. He ain't never say nothing that made me like, oh no, I'm not ready to fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? Because he hit me up on some shit like I see you in the management, how long, this and that. We was chopping it up. I mentioned my manager, but he already knew, you know what I'm saying? So I was on some shit like shit. I've been with my manager since like October of last year, so I'm gonna hit him up and see if y'all can do some business if you don't fuck with that, you know what I'm saying? He was on some shit like, shit, bro, let's set up a meeting. I'm trying to be a part of your movement, you know what I'm saying? So shit, we did that, and I landed down here Monday, you know what I'm saying? We've been working ever since, you feel me? But it's genuine, you feel me? I ain't as of right now, I really ain't got no bad vibe from him, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with him, you feel me? I fuck with how he pushing his artists and,
What did you, before actually meeting him and looking in the DM, did you know of MO3? Did you know of Rainwater?
Yeah, I love MO3, very, like, for real. Like,
well, how far does your history go back with him? A lot of the world caught on to MO3, after his passing.
Yeah.
As far as the world, he was already going in national.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it just took over. And a lot of people are going back through the older catalog and saying, oh, my God. Like, this boy was...
Like, I'm not going to sit here and flex like I'm his biggest fan, but my first song hearing about MO3 was Everybody. When somebody was riding through my city and they was bumping the shit, so I yelled out the door. I'm like, who the fuck is that? You feel me? I was like, I need that song. So when I got the song, I just been fucking with him ever since. You feel me? Like, and I had heard that song Round and Round. Yeah. When I heard that, I'm like, oh yeah, he on to something. Then I heard And I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely ready to fuck with bro. You know what I'm saying?
Seeing that you have a church background and, you know, he was heavy into church himself, even when you sit down and talk to Rain about, you know, doing business, do you feel that's something that, of course, you know, seeing the levels that, you know, him and Rain was able to attack, that, you know, do you see some of yourself in that as far as just, you know, having that background, that same background that he came from, and then, you know, kind of transitioned into rapping as well?
Are you asking, like, do I feel myself being another, like?
No, I don't want to compare you to Three or Nothing. I want to find out as far as knowing what meeting with Rain and knowing what they did together and seeing some similarities in your come up. Yeah. Do you see the similarities is what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the church, you know, that's the only similarity in how I rap. You know what I'm saying? It's like I melodize, I'm melodized and shit like that. Like, you know, I do my little singing shit. You feel me? He do the same thing. Like that's the only thing I can really say similar. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't know too much about him. You feel me?
What who was some of the people that you did listen to coming up early on as far as just some of your inspirations?
Like Lil Wayne, like the Migos. You know, like I was in a band, so like I was into like playing games. I really wasn't into like listening to music all the time. But when I did, like Lil Wayne was most definitely a go-to.
What was you on that Call of Duty? Or where were you?
No, see that was back then, but now I play Warzone. I be knocking shit off.
Warzone, man, nigga. What's your KD, man? What's your kill death ratio?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trash,
I'll be knocking shit off though, fact.
We'll camp on your ass, nigga. Camp on. Nah, actually, we really suck. So you, this nigga especially, you did me wrong, man. Going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like what, 120 in a month?
Yeah.
120K in a month. Tell us about the conception of that song and like how you feel after its success and being what it is right now.
I was going through something, you know, like it was like shit. It was one of them nights where I done got to arguing, you know what I'm saying? The whole day was just crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I just was in the living room, just put my AirPods in and just started going like, and the first thing, like my very first time listening to the beat, like, you did me wrong, that shit came straight to my head. So when that came to my head, I'm like, oh shit, I might be on to something, you know what I'm saying? So then the rest of it came, then it was like shit, I was just in the elevator, like I had a 9 to 5, I was working in Cincinnati, Ohio, like, you know, but I had left the hotel room, I had got in the elevator. I'm like, shit, bro, I might as well just fuck with Instagram today. I was just in the elevator, beating on the elevator and shit, just singing the Did Me Wrong shit. And that shit went crazy viral on Instagram, like 650,000 views, like 43,000 likes, you know what I'm saying? Like, just off me beating on the elevator, just singing, you did me wrong. You feel me? Like, the shit just went crazy, like, it just went crazy. And when I started seeing the numbers go up, like, my manager, he was on some shit like, bro, let's put promotion to it. You know, everybody needs promotion, this and that. I was like, well, shit, bro. Like, at least let it get to 15,000 by itself and we can add promotion to it. On my kids, that shit got to 15,000 and just shot right past 15,000. Like, we ain't never put no promotion to it. And today that shit is at like 120,000 on all platforms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that shit was just a, you know, dream come true.
Now, Pain is very popular nowadays. You got a lot of artists that come out and they harmonize and they sing and it's all painful. And now let's just remove all that from your life. let's say you ain't got nothing but happy days, can you still make good music?
Yeah, of course, it's in me, for real, for real. I don't never think like, I don't got no song that I don't think was ever ass. Like, I don't make ass music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really got a passion for music, so like, just making a song that's real bad, like I'll be like, hell nah, this ain't even me. Like, I don't like, not being cocky or nothing, but I ain't never made no trash ass song, you know?
Yeah.
You feel me? I love music, so I put my heart into it every time.
That's real. Who's your biggest critic, man? Who do you run it by after you come out? You know, your song is done. You want to throw it to somebody. Who's gonna give you the rib?
Like, tell me the song fire.
Yeah.
I'll tell you it's trash. And just so you know, whoever it was before.
My manager, like I ain't gonna lie. Like, every time I write a song, like, you know, like, I'll be like, shit, bro, somebody need to hear. In my head, I'm like, bro, somebody need to hear this shit, you feel me? I get to start calling motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn, and I call him, I FaceTime and be like, bro, you gotta hear this shit, bro. He be on some shit like, all right, let me hear it. I'll be like, bro, you gotta keep it real with me though. He was like, bro, you know I'm gonna keep it real with you. And I just let him hear it. And he fuck with it. I'll be like, shit, facts, bro. I
just to let you know, also that will also be Rainwater. He will definitely let you know if your shit is trash.
I can already see that he blunt as fuck right now.
Okay,
So,
you out here in Dallas City, man. You know, have you been able to do a lot of traveling yet, or what?
yeah, I've been traveling like since 2020. I've been traveling like a lot.
What is something that shocked you as far as when you've been traveling and doing this with this music? Some things or something that's been unexpected to you.
Unexpected. I mean, I was with Gunna at this show. Like, I was backstage with Gunna.
Oh, okay.
I was backstage with that dude Mooski. She's a runner. She's a tracks. Yeah, I was with him. I mean, shit. Like 2019 or the beginning of 2020. I was performing on stage. Lil Durk and King Von was behind me, and I never knew until I got off stage.
Oh,
you know, like the whole time, like they was just standing off to the, you know, like shit like that. Like that's
crazy as fuck.
You know, but I don't really.
It sounds like you don't let it get to you because it's like shit.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I done got songs with popular people. Like, I got a song with a popular person from North Carolina. His name, I got a song with a popular person from North Carolina. But you know, that shit it didn't go as I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? He signed to Rich the Kid and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they called the 83 Babies though. You know, y'all might have heard them. You know, but shit, as far as that, I really don't even be letting that shit get to me for real. Cause these niggas the same as you. They just got more money than you. You know what I'm saying?
So now you say you're 20 years old, right?
Yeah.
How are you keeping up with all the different trends, like with TikTok, to be able to keep yourself relevant as far as separate from everybody else, where they still understand the person outside of the artist?
I don't, for real. I really don't be on TikTok like that. I go on TikTok and post something and leave it alone. I won't even check the numbers or nothing. But I just had this person just do a TikTok on me like a week ago. I ain't even know about it until like the second day. He went crazy by like 75, like 100,000 views. You know, I ain't never seen that shit until that day. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Like, he really did that, and I ain't know nothing about it. He ain't hit me up, no none of that, you know?
Yeah, I'm one of the biggest TikTok influencers when it comes to like basically breaking things. So that's a good tip for any artist, is being able to kind of separate your personality on those platforms, so people always understand who you are, and then they can associate your face with your music. Because a lot of people, they go viral on all of these platforms, but then when it comes to your face, people are like, okay, who is that? We know the song, but do we know the person? So that's always something good to keep in mind too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Man, what do you have as far as expectations for yourself in this music game, man? They say, like, this music game, you know, you got to kind of be built for it, be bred for it, but, you know, it's a learning process. What do you personally want out of it? You know, I know you got your 2 kids, you know.
Yeah, that's all I wanted, to make my kids straight. For my mama in the house, because she done struggled all her life and mine. So it's like, doing that make me feel 100 times better. You know, just making sure my family good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 2 beautiful kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's on some shit like, if I don't make it and I'm at the point that I am right now in life, then that's just a big ass downfall. Like, I can't promise my kids something and don't come fall through with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though if my kids 11 months apart, you feel me? By the same mother, you know. So it's like, even when they don't know what I'm talking about, I talk to them and tell them like, I got y'all for life, and you know, I'm gonna make this happen and this happen. And it done came so far, like, you know, I was just manifesting it. You know what I'm saying? It done came so far from me. I just don't want to let them down in life. You know what I'm saying?
All gas, no brakes.
So, let's say that you done took care of all the business, you done handled everything, everybody straight, mama straight, new house, kids straight, everything. What is your first frivolous purchase you make when you get that bag on yourself? Your first frivolous purchase?
I'd say either me, a house, or some land.
That's your frivolous purchase. Man, these niggas too responsible for me, bro. Nigga, I mean, Cuban Air Forces.
Give me one stupid purchase. You know, I like the answers though. But give me that stupid purchase. What you gonna grab?
I'll probably like build my own studio or something.
Oh yeah, see, man.
Responsible,
You know,
bro. God damn it.
Or what I buy a Phantom or something, like a car, or you know, just a stunt because I never had shit, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's really it, for real.
You hella responsible.
That's crazy. I was talking to an OG, and he was trying to tell like what people should do with money, and he like a nigga go buy a chain or something, and he should be investing into some land or something.
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's hard to tell that to a nigga who never had a chain, though. I mean, like, nigga,
I ain't gonna lie, I have been talking about jewelry for like a day now. Like, like, I ain't gonna lie, like when I be seeing people with jewelry and it's like, that shit like, what the fuck? Like, that motherfucker, like in my mind, I just be like, bro, that bitch hard, you know what I'm saying? Then I speak out loud like, bro, I gotta give me some jewelry, like, ASAP. You know what I'm saying? But
man, brother, you young, let that be the last shit you do.
Yeah.
That money gonna be there.
I'm gonna say some people might respect you more if you have it on. This rap game is funny, man. For some reason, niggas will treat you like you have money if you look like you have money. Yeah. And they respect you a little more. They won't little boy you. They won't son you. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just weird. I'm just saying. I see it working both ways, but land is a smart purchase because nigga, we need something to fall back on.
Now, would you rather have $75,000 in cash or $200,000 in crypto?
Mm-hmm. I say $250,000 in crypto.
I don't know the difference.
Me either, but it sounds like a smart choice. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, maybe. I don't know enough about crypto.
It's a smart choice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
A millionaire overnight.
Or it can make you broke. Have you ever been to Vegas? Shit. You got any shout outs, brother?
Shout out on Dummy Entertainment, man. Shout out Rainwater. Shout out all my supporters, man. Shout out my kids, my mama. Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and for anybody who want to get in contact with you for any bookings and features, how would they do that?
You can hit Rainwater up or hit Eli up, you know, on Dummy Entertainment on Instagram, you know, and we'll go from there.
Amen. You did me wrong outright, motherfucking now.
I'm about to say, hey, y'all better get these features right now, man. I'm letting niggas know right now, man. I don't know what they're going for right now, but shit, hit this boy up because they're going to be, hey, yesterday's price will not be tomorrow's prices. This nigga right here is certified, and I vouch, I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? This boy got something, man.
Sure.
Hey, Rain, you found you one?
Hey, man, we love everything you're doing, man. We support you, man. And when you drop that project, come back and fuck with us. Don't get too lit to forget, man. Hey, we salute you. You are a Reallyfe Street Store.
No, for sure. Appreciate you.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move. Hey.